up, everybody? Saturday night. How y'all doing? It's Saturday Night Live. Man, hope y'all having a good weekend so far. Not too shabby around here. Pretty chill so far today. That's how we like it. Man, it's been a crazy week. We are day 8 of Rick Renstrom's Shreds-giving Thanksgiving week craziness. And tomorrow's day 9. That's it. So the 9 days of Shredsmas. It's been crazy. Well, we're getting there. We're almost done. I can't wait till Monday. I'll have my first day off in a while. But it's great to see everybody. I hope you're doing good. Juji in the house. How you doing, Juji? Good to see you. Mike in the house. What's up, Mike? Mass Raccoon chilling. There you are, buddy. Val Kimber, how you doing there? Kyle Billy knows. Hooray, the dew. Yes, if we take a sip of the magical dew. Val Kimber's feeling that there. Darrell, happy Saturday, buddy. How you doing today? Reference frame, bonjour. Comment allez-vous? Good to see you, buddy. Oh, let's see. Rosanna, buona noche. Good to see you, Rosanna. Hope you're doing well. Val said, Rick, I once did 100 shows in a row. It about killed me. That's a lot of shows, dude. I mean, I wouldn't say this hadn't killed me, but I'm definitely tired. I'm definitely tired. It's been a lot. I've been a lot, 2-3 hours a night going crazy. Well, we got to do it, man. That's how we do. I said earlier this year I was going to work harder than I ever did, and realistically next year I'm probably going to work harder than that. So we're going to get crazy next year for sure, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Darrell says, Rick, Clemson Tigers beat South Carolina. Dang, buddy. I feel bad. I'm sorry. But the Ohio State Buckeyes beat Michigan, the biggest rivalry in college football, and Ohio State wins. Beautiful game. It was snowing. It was like 25 degrees with snow. Craziness. Absolute craziness. But yeah, we pulled that off. Ohio State's definitely going to the national championship this year. I am all for it. That's for sure. Juji says, do the Jackson way. That's right. There you go. I should get a collab sponsorship between Mountain Dew and Jackson. That'd be something. Raccoon said he fell asleep during yesterday's stream, so let's hope that doesn't happen again. I feel you, buddy. I'm not too tired. But I tell you what, on Saturdays, man, I'm definitely lethargic feeling. Donald James in the house. What's up, Donald? Good to see you, buddy. Well, I got all kinds of weird stuff written down here. So we're going to play all kinds of weird stuff. Probably won't be our usual thing. I don't have a new song of the week, but I have a new remake of the week. And it's been a song I played a couple times this week called Entangled. And I didn't... It sucks. When these Black Friday sales come, sometimes if you got the money and you can do it and you see a great deal, you might want to grab it once you see it, because I was going to buy this thing called the Spitfire Symphony Orchestra, which is like unbelievable sounding. I was like, wow. And they sent me a coupon code. I put the coupon. It's like a $700 thing, and it was like $230. And I was like, oh wow, I don't know. I was like, man, let me think about it. Let me think about it, right? Let me think about it. And I checked the next day, and they maybe screwed up or something the day they started the sale, because I went back the next day, it's $300. I was like, oh no. Like, why? And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna spend $300, but I am looking at this BBC Symphony Orchestra plugin, which I used exclusively on this remake I did today. So you let me know how it sounds. If it sounds great, then and it sounds pretty good. I think I might pull the trigger and buy it, because it's probably the best symphony orchestra sounds I've bought yet or heard yet. So we shall see. We'll get to that tune. We got some warming up to do. I just got some weird stuff loaded up, so let's give it a try. See if I remember this one. I haven't played that one in a while. And I try every week. I try and lately I've just been trying to go through this list and see what haven't I played in a long time, and that one has been not played in a long time. That's a very cool one. It's called "Words Can't Explain." If anyone cares, it's an older song, but it still checks out. Let's see. We got the next one. I've played this one somewhat recently, I think, if I can find it. Why can't I find the song? There it is. Okay. There you have it. You know what? I forgot to turn on live chat as opposed to top chat. I'll fix that up right quick. Let's see where we left off, y'all. Okay, I remember Raccoon was sleeping, so I remember that comment, so I got you. Donald says, "Hey, you remember when the Raiders played in the snow against the Patriots?" And oh, dude, yeah, that was a crazy game. And I'm pretty sure the Raiders got screwed that game, you know? If you look back, there was some bad calls that game, dude. There's some really bad calls. I watched that one very closely back in the day. I remember that like it was yesterday. And there was some bad calls, man. I think the Raiders got screwed there, but can't go back and fix that. Let's see. Mike's feeling that. There you go. Trying to get through this. Okay, there's Rosanna. Muito bom. Obrigado. John says, "Holy Mother of Tunes." I was not familiar with this one. Yeah, that's an old tune there. Mike says he likes it. Nice. Rosanna's feeling that. Let's see. Thank you, Darrell. Appreciate that. Juji's got a link to our buddy here, Val Kimber. If you haven't subscribed to Val, make sure you do so. That's it. Yeah, that was a fumble. Yeah, buddy. There was a lot of calls because the field was so snowed over, man. They couldn't even see where the line was sometimes. There were some like first downs that shouldn't have been first downs, man. Darrell said there were some bad calls to that Clemson Carolina game today. I feel you, man. You never know, man. Sometimes I think these games there's something going on in the background that we don't see, sadly. But I'm just a watcher. That's all I can do is watch and speculate, of course. Rosanna says, "You're the best. Thank you. Obrigado, Rosanna." All right, well, let's keep it rolling here. Let's keep rolling. This one, let me play this one a little bit. I haven't played it in a couple weeks, though. I don't know why. Usually because it's in a key of A minor, I think it is. And sometimes I'm playing another song in A minor. I don't want to play them back to back, so I usually skip this one. But we're not playing A minor this time. too. I like that song. It's a fun song. It's like it's not really I don't know. It's like an intro song or something, a filler song, but it's still pretty cool. I'm not mad at that song there. All right, we definitely going something crazy after this. I haven't played this one in a long time either. If I can find it. This setup in here is so weird compared to my daily setup is so much more organized. All right, there we go. Okay, we're looking good here. Let's see. I appreciate you, Darrell. Val said he quit watching basketball because he believes it's rigged. Sometimes I think. Don says I need my carpet cleaned. Do I? I probably need to vacuum it. Yeah, there's some gunk there. I need to vacuum in here. I haven't vacuumed in here in a while. Because I'm lazy. That's what's up. Rosanna, thank you. Juji's got Donald's channel. Make sure you're subscribing to Donald. Donald's moving up. Last time I looked at it, over 200 subscribers. And then before that, it was like 100 subscribers. So Donald's moving up. And Donald's been playing a lot lately. I see him streaming quite a bit. So that is good. Donald, were you trying to do the vertical the other day? I couldn't do anything. I was working, but I was doom scrolling and your screen popped up on the vertical feed. That's one way to get going, brother. Let's see. Man says, I feel like I need to do something to stay awake. So if not in chat much, I'm most likely lost on my schedule. Ain't nothing wrong with that, buddy. Multitasking is always good, always good. James, Laura, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you tonight. We're gonna keep the tunes a rolling here. That's why I haven't played this one. I haven't played this one in probably months, as far as I recall. So this one's called The Return. That's the return. That is from an album upcoming one of these days, one of these lifetimes, from Holmes and Slice, The Adventures Begins album. One of these days, we'll get it together, I promise. I hope. We're trying. It's done at this rate, and we're just trying to have it mixed, but our engineer's been going through some tough times, this and that, and I give him all time he needs, you know what I mean? So once he's all back in action, then we'll be done. But until that time, we're waiting on him. And no biggie. Because you know what I say, life always comes first. 100%. Alright, let's see. Donald James said, yeah, he'd been doing the vertical lead through OBS plugin. Oh, okay, cool. The Atom plugin. I tried to use it. It was got a little wild and crazy. I just ended up, I just do it. I have a completely set up in OBS for the vertical setup, and I just use my phone as the camera. That's how I've been doing it. But yeah, everything else gets pumped through OBS for music and stuff. That's good, man. That's the way to go. Once you catch fire on the vertical stream, people start coming in like crazy, man. Carson Holdren, good to see you, buddy. I'm doing pretty good tonight. How about you, man? James rocking his Return of the Lost Dragon. That's what's up, man. Todd Z announced, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. He says, checking in from the cold Saskatchewan or Saskatoon. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, it's getting cold. Well, it was cold last night. I usually don't have to put on like sweatpants, but I had to wear some sweatpants and a ski cap. It was hot. It was cold out there. Val said you don't think you ever heard that one. He likes it. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, that's we have a whole album's worth of songs that we recorded, me and my friend Rich. It's a band we called Holmes and Slice. And yeah, we have a whole album's worth of tunes, and there's some really, really good ones on there. There's a couple of them out in the world, like our drummer, he posted a couple videos of a couple songs a long time ago. But yeah, there's some good stuff. And I appreciate that. Mike said there was one Steven Seagal movie he liked, but so many can't remember. Yeah, like Steven Seagal. The earliest ones are the best. Like the very first couple ones he did were good. But I can't remember the name of the first one. And something Hard to Kill, maybe, or something like that. It was pretty good. But yeah, he started to fall off real fast after that. Reference that he likes this one, all that classical ones. Yeah, this one is based upon one of Mozart's piano concertos, and I can't find out. It's some piano concerto in C minor. I can't find out which one it is because I probably wrote it a lot. I found the melody and really based the song. The whole song's based on this part of it. Whatever. That's the whole basis of the song. And that's a piece of Mozart right there. But after that, I kind of made my own stuff. But I used a little piece of that. There you go, Mike. James said, we know James likes some heavy metal. That's what's up. Juju was feeling that. Mike's feeling it. Donald, thank you, buddy. James said, life ain't easy for anyone. That's true, man. Everyone's struggling these days. Okay, Donald said the Atom plugin. Yeah. I tried it out. It just didn't work right for me or something. I set it up and I went live and then some weird stuff started happening. I was like, oh my God, this is wacky. And I was like, screw this. And I figured out a different way to do it. Donald said he would consider that if he had a good phone. I mean, I guess if the phone is in the last decade, I don't know. I mean, my phone's probably 2 years old now, an iPhone 15 Pro. But yeah, if you have like a Samsung or something like that, it could work. But yeah, most of the phones have at least 1080p quality. Baroque Blues, he says, what amp model do you use in Amplitude? I'll show you, bud. I mean, no biggie. And again, if anyone's looking for Amplitude 5 Max, right now it's on sale. I have a discount code or a discount link in my community page. But we'll show this to Baroque here. I'll show it to you. Let's see. We got Amplitude 5 right here. So yeah, this Amplitude 5 Max version 2 Right now it's $100. You get all this stuff, and then on top of that, you also get Tonex for free. So for $100, you're getting about $700 to $800 worth of stuff. Basically buying one, I don't even know, not even two for the price of one. It's like two for the price of four. But anyway, this is what I use. This is called the JH Gold, the Jimi Hendrix. Essentially, it's a JTM 45 Plexi amp from Marshall. It's modeled exactly the same way after that. I use this 10-band EQ. This is just a basic gate. This is modeled after the MXR Distortion Plus. And then I got some the classic GT75 JCM 800 style cabinets, the 75-watt speakers. And that's really it. I really don't have too much going on, but yeah, it's this right here. This JTM 45 Plexi is where it's at. I try to go for the Yngwie sound. Yngwie used to use these Plexi types back in the day, and this MXR Distortion Plus is something I used as a kid back in the day, and it's got incredible distortion tone to it. But that's what that looks like right there. But yeah, again, if you want, I could probably throw that link just in case. Maybe I'll pin the link in the comments or whatever, because that's a good deal. Yeah, I mean, if you've been looking for something like that, that's an amazing deal right there. Why did I do that? I went to the wrong stuff. Posts. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this works. See if I can post this in the chat, or post it as a link. Pin that. Okay, that works. All right, so I put the link in the chat. Pinned it in case anyone needs it. But yeah, right now if you click that link, you can get the Amplitude 5 for 50% off, and you get Tonex for free. All right, let's see. James said you're getting cold over there. Uh-oh. He said you had a giant cheeseburger for lunch with onion rings. That's what's up, man. Juji says again, Rick makes this look easy. I try. Kyle said he got the Baja Midnight with the party box. Oh yeah, man. Is it any good? My friend said it was pretty decent. I didn't. I had never tried it. I want it to be good. I just want Pitch Black to be back. Roman Palkowski, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Long time no see. Hope you've been okay, man. Kyle Billy knows Marshall JTM 45, man. Whew. It's a pumping amp, man. It works well in this plugin. I mean, I'm not, you know, you hear what that's what I use. You hear it. The tone is pretty amazing. I've tried to get some JCM 2000 captures, and I haven't been impressed by them, honestly. They don't sound like my JCM 2000, so I don't know. Anyway, we'll play some stuff we haven't played on your album. This one's Opus Licks right here. Endless Licks right there. That's a classic for sure. Let's see, we'll do that. All right, we'll move on. We'll do Destiny's Call next. It's stuff I have not played. Let's see. Kyle Billy said, I can't imagine the Ibanez 2 screamer on the Marshall JT. There you go, man. That could be wild. That could be wild. Let's see. I always like that MXR though, man. I grew up with that MXR Distortion Plus, and I tried a bunch of different ones, and I had like the real crappy DOD American Metal pedal. I tried the Boss one. It was crazy. I don't know. It was all right, but man, it was when I got. I think my uncle gave me the MXR Distortion Plus. He didn't like it. He didn't want it. He gave it to me, and I was like, this thing smokes, man. It just made my tones like jump. Like I was crazy. James said he used to train with Bruce Lee's son in 1980 and Royce Gracie. Dang, dude, he was working hard on that, man. James said he had pastrami sandwich last week. There you go, man. You should go to New York, man. New York got the best deli sandwiches you'd ever find, man. We used to go to New York just to get deli sandwiches sometimes. Roman said, I'm surprised you always pronounce my last name right. I would hire you to play at my church if I could. That's a guy getting time. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, man. There you go, reference. Val says, remember that time Rick played a song backwards? There you go. I could try. I don't know if I ever did. That's funny. We're cutting through them tonight for sure. All right, we got Destiny's Call next. We're just going to keep rolling. Keep them rolling. Let's see what we got. on forever. I think it's so fun to play that ending there. That was Destiny's Call. It's one we don't play too often, but it's a fun one. Ain't no doubt. Oh, hold on. Let's see. 01 East Cypher, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much there. Dude, you studied some Persian martial arts. Dang. I studied Taekwondo for about a year and a half, I think, when I was about 18. It's pretty fun. I thought I was crazy, you know. I was all into the martial arts movies and stuff, so I better learn it for real. But I had fun doing it. It kept me pretty cut too, you know, as far as did a lot of training. We did have to do a lot of, you know, weight training and stuff like that, and it's pretty fun. I got tired of it though. Kept wanting me to take the test. I was like, nah, I don't want to take the test. I don't want these belts, because, you know, once you get a belt, then you're, you know, then you can be like, you know, registered as a deadly weapon or whatever. I don't know. I never wanted the belts. I got pretty far up there. Let's see. Bird Guitars, what's up, buddy? He says, happy Shredder Day. Good to see you, buddy. And he said, the shred remains the same, off the chain. Thank you, man. Good to see you tonight. Val said, Rick, did you play the end of a song in reverse once? I don't remember doing. If I did, I don't remember. There is on one song though, on the War of Thrones album. I think it's I can't remember what song it is. What song is it? We took a part and we reversed the whole part. But that was a very small part. But yeah, I don't know if I played a song backwards though. That'd be hard. My songs are hard enough going forwards. James had Taekwondo was cool. It was pretty fun. It's pretty cool, man. It was a nice school. It was a dude from Korea, South Korea. He's like a champion Taekwondo, like Olympic dude. Kielsoon Park. Dude was cool, man. Kyle says, Rick, have you tried those weird guitar pedals? Like, nah, I've never tried those, dude. I've seen tons of them, man. I've always seen tons of them, but yeah, I'm not into pedals. I was when I was a kid, you know. I'd be like, oh, I want to get the chorus pedal and the flanger pedal, and I got to get an octave pedal. I was like always getting a pedal. And I was like, it just started, they're so noisy, I think, for me. I started getting rack gear, and that was my thing. Probably when I started about 16 or 17, I started buying rack gear, and that was my stuff, man. There you go, Judy. Thank you. But also, I think Donald said something about, I don't know. Donald said, nice song title. That would be The Shred Remains the Same. There you go, buddy. I'm trying to think backwards. I don't remember playing anything in reverse. That would be very difficult. Any of my songs, I would probably be, I would quit. That'd be too much. Too much for my old brain to deal with. Playing anything I got backwards. But that sounds crazy though. Probably someone out there could do it. All right, so we'll try this new. This isn't a new song. This is an older song. I've played it before, but again, I basically took what I had and I redid everything. I redid all the drums. I redid all the guitars, rhythm guitars, all the orchestra sounds and stuff like that. It's basically an orchestra's got a harp. Harp plays kind of the main melody, main little melody over the top. String section, cello section, a woodwind section, and I think one part has like I don't know if it was trombone. It was some sort of brass I added to it in the chorus part. But that sounded pretty cool. But this is everything in here is from the BBC Symphony Orchestra patch by Spitfire Audio. So let's see how it sounds. Well, it's called Entangled. that sounds a whole lot better than it ever did. I like those sounds. I'll see what I can do. I got that BBC orchestra. It's pretty nice. It sounds amazing. I think. I do like it. I do like it. Oh, let's see. All right, what we got next after that? I had something else. We'll do another Holmes and Slice song. I haven't done in a long time. I click that. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight on a Saturday. Let's see what we got. Okay. I remember that one. Enzo in the house. What's up, buddy? There he goes. GT40. That's what's up. That's what Val said. But what's going on, Enzo? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you there. All right, James said he's back. No problem. I know. I thought it was Enzo Ferrari as well, but Enzo Ferreira. Close. But good to see you. Good to see you. Enzo, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you, Zach G. Good to see you, Zach. How you been, buddy? Hope you're doing well out there. Thank you, Juji. I appreciate that. A nice song, nice song. Val felt that was nice. There you go, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Laurel in the house. How you doing, Laurel? Good to see you. No problem, no problem. All right, Enzo said he's doing good. That's what's up, man. I love to hear it. All right, let's see. We got one more electric song, I think, here. And we do have a song of the week from Ju G for acoustic coming soon tonight, so make sure you stick around for that. I maybe only heard a minute of. She actually sent me one, and then a couple of days later, I said, don't use that one, use this one. So I got the new one. But I have it loaded up already, so I'll let you know. But thank you, Juji. We will be playing that shortly here. We'll probably play this one and one more electric, I think. We're moving quick tonight, which is good. All right, well, let's see if I remember this. This is another song off the... I still got to fix this volume knob, unfortunately. I got to find a screwdriver that fits this volume knob. I know I have one somewhere. This one's another one off the Holmes and Slice album coming out soon. It's called On Top of the World. too bad. I haven't played that in a while. That's a cool song. A lot of energy in that one. I like it. The album track is thumping over that for sure, though. Very, very cool. What else have I not played in a while? Let's see here. You know, I was gonna try that last week's song of the week. I don't feel I did it justice last week. I don't know. Or this one was another one I was wanting to hear. I don't know. Can't decide. One of those two. One of the last two songs of the week I like to hear. I like to play. Let's see. Where do we leave off here? Val, he said, Rick, if we had a Ferrari, we could do a Miami Vice Week. That's true. That'd be nice. I'd like a Ferrari. I always wanted a Ferrari. They're expensive, though. I thought, you know, when I was on my album, when I was working on my album, I thought, man, this album's gonna blow up. I'm gonna be rich, so easy. And I started going. There was a Ferrari dealership in Central Florida, like maybe 5 miles away from where I lived. And I'll just drive up there and just talk to people there and stuff. And I started getting really friendly with all the people there. I kept, you know, it was a big facade, like, yeah, man, I got the album coming out, and you know, blah blah blah. I'm gonna buy one of these cars real soon. They're like, oh, that's cool, man. And so they let me hang out. I'd go there when I was bored or whatever. But I never got that Ferrari. I always wanted at the Ferrari 360 Modena was like the one I wanted. And it was like 260 grand or something like that. Never made that kind of money for it, but dare to dream, they say. Dare to dream. Bird said, that was smashing, bro, out here in California, stuck in traffic, coming back from the Lucerne Valley and Big Bear Mountain, kicking back with Rick, and it's all good. There you go. Man, there's a place. We got a customer in the Big Bear Mountain, man. They're a PITA, and my God. And I think it takes like, every time we got to send someone up there, it's like, it takes them like 3 hours to get there. And it's always something stupid. Val said, Rick, you could do a shred Miami Vice intro song. Here you go. That'd be something. Donald says, cool. He liked the Juji song of the week because it's improvised. And I think improv is fun. Oh, yeah, buddy. James says, you run out of soda, Rick? No, I'm not even halfway through this thing. I usually take it easy on Saturday. Thank you, Laurel. I remember hearing a sample of this. Yeah, I've played it before. Not too much. Oh, there we go. Kyle said you can't complain, but can you work that Incarnatus track tonight? Indeed I can, my friend. Indeed I can. I will unmute that one for the next one. Because I couldn't decide what I wanted to play. Oh shoot. Did I ever write down Incarnatus? Oh no. I don't think I ever wrote down what Incarnatus was in this in here. Oh, I did. Okay, I got it. I don't have the tracks labeled like I do for the weekdays. Like I said, the weekday sub is far more organized. There you go. I got you, buddy. I love that song. It's a fun one. Val said he'd like to hear Rick's take on it. Absolutely. I could try, man. I have to listen to it. Enzo said, absolutely love your musical ideas. Thank you, Enzo. I appreciate that, man. That's what I love to do, you know. I went to school for all this, and I've been writing songs my whole life, and I think the stuff that I've been writing lately is just, you know, the best stuff I've ever written, honestly. And I think every musician says that. They're always like, it's better, you know, it's always better than the last thing they wrote. But I think for real, if I look back at my catalog of songs that I've done in the past, they were really cool songs, and I'm very proud of them. But the stuff I've been writing this year and some of the last year has just been like stuff I never thought I would ever write, you know. And a lot of it's because of the kind of toys that I have to play with, you know, the orchestras and choirs, and that's very inspiring to me. So I think it works out. There you go, Juji. Val said he wants his old Miami Vice jacket back. There you go, dude. He wants an alligator. You come to Florida, man, plenty of alligators around here. They gonna hook you up. Well, it's my chat just wigged out. Laurel said I'm getting pretty good at Rick's Requiem, at least the intro portion. There you go. Yeah, I'm trying to think it's basically like I think it's G, like, yeah, it's like, and it's like a diminished. I think we do a D. I can't remember how to play it. I didn't listen to it. I don't remember what the chords were actually. But I sat there and basically wrote it off like a little. I was like, had a clean sound like that and just started kind of goofing around with little chords. I can't remember what chord. I know it goes to a D there. I don't remember what goes after that. Yeah, that's a classic though. I was in a different world right now, probably. Thank you, Laurel. Bird Guitar's feeling that. There you go. Don says he hears a lot of stuff I'm not familiar with on stage. Yeah, I try and do stuff that I don't usually play. Because I got so many songs and I don't play them all the time. You know, usually during the week I have like a pool of songs that I grab into. You know, because I want to. You know, you got to keep people entertained on the weekday. You know, in a lot of ways. So I try and think of stuff that's just always going to keep people coming in or sticking around. And that's a lot of the newer stuff, and you know, obviously like Symphony 40 and Until the Bitter End, all the OG classics, Speeder, Fire Within, Storm Rider, stuff like that always keeps people going. So you know, and I don't want to mess around and just start goofing off during this a weekday stream. You know, as far as, you know, because we got a limited amount of time, I want to make sure that I'm putting out everything I possibly can. But on Saturdays I get a little more freedom. You know. Just kind of to try stuff again and see what's out there in the catalog I have here. There you go, Val. All that late 80s stuff and early 90s, that's the best. Laurel said, it's a reference. This song sounds majestic with acoustic bass and downtune. There you go. Enzo says, wait, you're in Central Florida? No, not anymore, buddy. No, I used to live there. I lived in Altamont Springs. Pretty much the Altamont Springs and Longwood area from 1993 to 2010. And I moved to the West Coast. But yeah, I used to live up there quite a bit. And I knew a lot of people. Our band was pretty popular up there too. Val said he's driven a lot of sports cars, but he never had my paws on a Ferrari. Yeah, I never drove a Ferrari either. I've driven in one or been seated in one and driven around, but I never got to drive one day. I think I mean, I don't even know. My Mercedes was probably the nicest car I ever drove. There was an Infiniti Q45. This girl I used to know, her dad had an Infiniti Q45, and she could barely drive, so I'd always do the driving, and that was a pretty smoking car, man. It had one of the best sound systems I ever heard in my life too. Like I literally put in like Judas Priest live, and cranked it up. It sounded like KK and Glenn were sitting in the back seat. It was so good. There you go. Down those California in the hizzy. That's what's up. California, no doubt about it. Laurel said, my only dream is to have a partner I adore to travel with. Never really had it attached to cars and stuff. Yeah, true. That's always nice to have. Val said he'll come back to Florida one day. He'll buy you and Stars and we'll say, there you go, buddy. I haven't had a real steak in a long time. We used to go to a place in Orlando area called, what was that place called? It was on Lee Road. There's this crazy good steakhouse there. Man, it's so good. Filet mignon off the chain. Bird says Saturday's the best day for each for the week. Shredder Day. You know that's right, man. Val said the McLaren he drove was insane. I'll bet. I see one around town here. There's actually a very small McLaren dealership somewhere around here. And I see a McLaren flapping around quite a bit. I'm like, yo, there you go. And Judy goes, in the city of Compton. That's a classic track right there. All right, well, we got a request for some Incarnatas, so it's time for Rick Renstrom's Incarnatus Carnitas Burritos jam session. So get your burrito emojis out. How's it even go? I can't remember how it goes. Oh yeah, I got it. All right, too many songs. tus carnitas. That's a cool song. Good pick for that one, that's for sure. That's a good one there. Oh, let's see. Laurel said, burrito? Food? Yeah. Whenever I open my restaurant, there'll be a Rick Renstrom's Incarnatus Carnitas Burritos. Laurel said, I'm hungry now. I feel you. I'm getting hungry too. I'm getting real hungry. The place that we get our hamburgers started because they make their own like Wisconsin cheddar cheese sauce. They make their own. Now they're making, or limited time, they're making macaroni and cheese, which I love, of course. So we got some of that. So I'm ready to crush that for sure. Ugh. Enzo said he just had steak burritos too, homemade. There you go, buddy. Can't go wrong with steak burrito. Laurel said she'd be right back before she starved. I feel it. Enzo said he never heard of Stardust. Stardust is a moderator here. We say he worked at the steakhouse in Lake Eola in downtown. Oh, you go. What's the place on? On Lee Road. Is it? I gotta look it up now. Dang it. Lee Road Steakhouse. Lee Road Steak. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, it's so good. It's super expensive too. Not Christner's. No. What is that? Top 10 steakhouses near Lee Road on Yelp. I gotta find out. Fleming's, Ruth Chris. No, not Ruth Chris. Chris. Wow, did they like literally, they might have changed the name of this place. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, it's like one of the best steakhouses. Maybe they changed the name or something. Fleming's, huh? Maybe they changed the name to it. Because I sure in heck don't see it anymore. Huh. How strange. I don't know then, man. Shoot. That's crazy. Yeah, but it was expensive. I mean, we're talking like, my aunt used to come down and take me down there. It'd be like $300 for like 3 of us. I was like, holy moly, man. Stardust says she getting hungry. Yeah, lunch is around 3 or 4. I don't know, 3 o'clock or something. Yeah, so I'm ready for that mac and cheese for sure. So we'll crank out a few more and then we gonna get out of here. James says steak burritos are fire. You know that's right. Laurel said Rick making that guitar beep like an old Pac-Man game. There you go. Enzo says, sorry, I thought it was a first star. I said, oh yeah, I don't know. I haven't been to Orlando since I haven't been back to Orlando area since 2010. When I moved away and I never came back. Same with Ohio. I moved away from Ohio and never came back. Reference Frank, he said he'll look like Seagal. There you go, dude. Laurel says she needs a burrito now. That's right. Bird says choice chops with the thickness. That's how we do, man. I was all into that filet mignon. That filet mignon is the best. Laurel says, oh, God, mac and cheese. You know it. I'm looking forward to this. James likes some mac and cheese, too. Yeah. I'm ready to try this. Enzo liked the ribeye. Yeah. Ruth Chris. Yeah, I know Ruth Chris was really good, too. I've been there several times back in the day. God dang, what was the name of that place? That's going to drive me crazy. I guess they changed the name of it, but it was like right on the corner of Lee Road and I-4 pretty much. And it was like this little place, but it was expensive, man. It's like crazy expensive. But no, yeah, I wasn't that one, Enzo, no. Man, I don't know, old steakhouse, old name steakhouse. I don't even know, steakhouse, Lee Road. I swear to God, man. What was it called? I guess it's called Christner's now. It was not that before. Maybe not. I don't know. But it keeps popping up. 792 Lee Road. What was Christner's before? Del Frisco. Okay, I got it. All right, hey, Enzo, it's called Christner's Prime Steak and Lobster now. But it used to be called Del Frisco. That was it, Del Frisco. Thank God for Google, people. I swear to God, man. Yeah, Del Frisco. So they changed the name of that. Interestingly, I don't know why. Enzo said he was just in Tampa for that Dream Theater. Yeah, our friend Tyler Shep. I think he went to that show. Was it in Tampa? Or he went to the one in Orlando. I don't know. Supposedly, a rumor that I heard is that Primal Fear and Symphony X will be touring next year, and they should be coming to Tampa. And someone else is coming to Tampa. I can't remember. I might have missed it. Angela said the place I work for is Spice Minor. So okay, I never heard of that one. Laurel said search up on it. No, I just searched the Old Name Steakhouse Lee Road, and I found it, and then that's what they had. James talking about Del. I never had no Del Taco, man. I never had. Stardust has had Del Taco, she said, but not me. I never had Jack in the Box either. I heard Jack in the Box is really good. And supposedly, well, not supposedly, but we're getting a Whataburger real soon. So I'll definitely check that out. Okay, and so he was at the Orlando one too. Nice, dude. You say if Symphony X is coming, he's going for sure. Yeah. Val Kimber says, wasn't there a Brit TV show called Primal Fear? I'm not sure. There was a movie called Primal Fear with Richard Gere. But this is the band. I see Stardust going to Rick. Jacksonville, February. Stardust wants to go to Jacksonville for the to see 9 Inch Nails again. Man, you seen it one time. It was close. That's a long trip. That's like Jacksonville's about 3.5 hours from here, and then you gotta find out where the arena's at. Oh man, it'd be a nightmare probably. It'd be one of those. We're staying overnight for that. Val said he loves some Whataburger. Yeah, Stardust says it's awesome. Or it used to be awesome. I don't know. We'll find out real soon when it comes here. Donald says he wants to see Symphony X so bad. Yeah, is this a rumor that I heard? From a mostly reliable source. But yeah, Primal Fear and Symphony X. If everything goes the way it's supposed to go, they'll be doing a tour here in the States next year. There you go. I know Stardust. I mean, if we sold that 100,000 shirts, I wouldn't even blink an eyelash. Matt said he alive. He thinks. What are we talking about? The topic was food. No, I don't know. Yeah, we always talking about food in here. Star says she can dream. I know. You know I got a lot of dreams too. Too many dreams. But that's how we roll. We gotta dream. You gotta dream big. My goal is to have enough money one day that I can just hire Trent Reznor to play a private concert for us, and then have Motionless in White open for them. That'd be sick. So Motionless in White opens for 9 Inch Nails for a private concert for us. That'd be amazing. And then I call Yngwie, make sure Yngwie was playing too. It probably costs a whole lot of money, but you never know. I could also get Judas Priest. All right, so there you go. It'd be like a super concert. Judas Priest, Yngwie, Motionless in White, and the 9 Inch Nails. How much would that cost? Probably too much. But if I sold 100,000 T-shirts, I could probably put it together. Well, I appreciate everyone that's buying T-shirts. We've sold quite a few T-shirts in the last couple of days. So I want to thank each and every one out you that has purchased a T-shirt or something from the store. We truly do appreciate it. It means a lot to us, and we Stardust put a lot of time and effort into getting a lot of those shirts done. So we appreciate it that you are enjoying the merchandise. All right, let's see. I think it's this one here. song called The Stranger Returns. Let's see, we'll mute that real quick. Oh, that's the wrong, I got the wrong thing. Oh, so there's some news about the Ovation. It's not the greatest news, and I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to probably take it to somebody. So there's a battery that you put in the Ovation, a 9-volt battery, strangely enough, and I put it in, and I started messing with it, getting some tones, and I noticed that when I hit the A string and the E string, I'm getting some really weird, like almost like a distorted noise. It's like very strange. Looked it up online. First they said, oh, it could be the battery. And I'm like, this is a brand new battery. So I tried. I had a pack of 2 batteries, so I took the second battery from the pack, threw that in, thought for a second, it's like, oh, this might be it, and it was not. I was like, oh God. And I did some more research, and apparently there's like the pickup. They say the pickup could be either too close to the bridge or something else. Like one guy said they just like resoldered it, like there was a soldering wasn't so hot. And the Ovation is like, I don't know, they called it B stock, so it might have had something funky with it in the first place. I don't know. Why do I have that on? So yeah, so I'm gonna do a video probably tomorrow just to let you see it and hear it for the members, and then I'll pop a tiny little snippet onto Discord. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta call around and see who can work on that, and try and see if they can resolder the pickup. I have no idea how you get to it. There's like something on the back I guess you can pop open, but yeah, I definitely, that ain't a job for me. So we'll see. Yeah, right. Hey, ain't that the truth, Juji? Yeah, that would be a lot of money there. That'd be a lot. And so we haven't seen it yet. I have heard mixed to bad reviews about it. The movie itself, the soundtrack sounds pretty good. We've listened to the soundtrack a bit here, but because it's 9 Inch Nails, of course. Don said he's buying his second one. I know Freezer is going to be next. There you go, bro. That's a nice shirt. I like that one too. That's a cool tune. Judy's like, here we go. Mike, there you go, buddy. Juji's ready. Val said his Roadhouse Blue Strat uses a 9-volt. Yeah, so you have active pickups. I used to have a Charvel. My very first Charvel Model 4 had active pickups in it, and I had to put a 9-volt in it. And like you forget about it, you know. I got so tired of like why does my guitar sound weird? Then you put in the new battery. Oh, it sounds normal again. So I vowed after that guitar I would never get a guitar with active electronics, and I was like, no way. This is a pain in the rear. So I've never, you know, unfortunately these acoustics, in order to play, you have to have a battery in there for these acoustic electric guitars. My Epiphone, Chet Atkins, has a battery in it too. Such a pain. But yeah, from what I can determine, it's something wrong with the pickup. It either needs to get resoldered or moved a little bit. It's too close to the bridge, so it's distorting out. Like you don't hear, like this guitar, you don't hear nothing. It's perfect. But yeah, the Ovation unfortunately has some weirdness to it, so I got to get that looked into. But I will make a video of it just so you can see it and shred on it a little bit. It sounds great. I mean, the guitar in itself sounds amazing. Like it's very, very full sounding. I like the sound, but that noise is painful to hear. Laurel said, "I was about to say, what about me?" Yeah, we'll get you a little something there. Birds, it's a piezo pickup. Would be directly into the saddle. Yeah, that's what it is. A piezo pickup. So I gotta, I have to find someone that can fix that. My friend could probably do it. I have to talk to him about it. Mustafa in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you tonight, man. Thank you, bro. Val said, I don't want to jack another. I don't want another active pickup either. No way, bro. No way, dude. Juji said she had a Dreadnought style Washburn acoustic. I gave it to my dad. The action was too high for me. Couldn't fix it. Yeah, that's the tough thing with acoustic guitars. If the action's too high, you can take this, I don't know, like this little bridge part here. You can actually pull it out and then sand it down a little bit or file it down a little bit. But that gets tough too, because if you don't know what you're doing, you could sand it too or file it down too much, and then your strings are too low, and then you're buzzing. So it's like one of those things you need a professional to do, for sure. Reference says YouTube is censoring my again when I talk to you. I was saying you can't see the emoji. I don't know. YouTube weird like that. Prepper in house, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. How you doing tonight? Hope you're okay out there. Donald says he can't wait for the ovation. It's gonna sound. Yeah, I mean the D string, G, B, and E. Those sound fine. There's no noise or anything when you play through them, but it's just the lowest two strings. It's like you can hear this. It's like that kind of like a little weirdness. Like what the heck, man? I was like, and it might have got jostled while I was in transit, being shipped or something. But I'll get it fixed. But I'll show it to you for sure. We'll get a little video of it. No problem, Laura. No problem. And Bert says, I agree with you on the active pickup, Rick's not a big fan of it, so no way, man. Yeah, like I said, after my first guitar, I vowed never to do that again. At least with an electric. Obviously, with these acoustics, you got to do it. But for electrics, no way, man. And because it's just a pain, man. And your sound relies on this battery, and even it starts draining a little bit. It sounds different. And I was like, all I wanted was a volume knob and a pickup selector, and I got the Charvel Predator, which is just that. It was a volume knob only, no active electronics at all. And these Jacksons I play, they have a tone knob, which I'm not super fond of, but I just turn it up to 10, and then never touch it again. Juji said her dad loves Ovation. He has a few. Very comfortable and low sound. Yeah, they sound great. This one sounds amazing. It got a real nice tone to it for sure. Well, we got to get that thing fixed, and that's a pain. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. All right, let me just hear the first moments of this. I'm guessing it's G minor. We're gonna hope it stays in G minor. We'll find out real quick here, won't we? All right, let's hear it. This is Juji's latest track called "The Stranger Returns." Let's go. nice. I like that. That was very nice. Very soft. Very cool. I liked it. Let's see. Oh shoot, man! I forgot to do something else. Yeah, my mind slips me too much here. I did make a acoustic version of that remake song today. I forgot to import it in here, so let me import that right quick. But that was a great song. Thank you, Juji, for making these. I really do appreciate it, and it saves me a lot of time for making a second, like an acoustic song. And they always sound great. So thank you so much. Let's see. I'll tell you what, these folders are getting crazier and crazier to navigate. Okay, let's see. That's entangled AC. Okay, here we go. All right, we'll throw that in there and do that. Okay, I think we're ready for that new song, or the remake of the week. There you go. All right, a lot of comments, I'm sure. Thank you so much for listening. There we go. All right, Juji was ready for that. Val Kimmer said haunting. It was very haunting, man. Reference frames, feeling it. Thank you, buddy. Mass Raccoon said, the way my jaw dropped. This is beautiful. Thank you, buddy. And thank you to Juji. She's been writing some cool stuff. I think she knows. She knows what I like. So that's what's good. Laurel said it seems to have an element to it. You like a siren. What were you influenced by? Yeah, it's always good. There you go, Mike. That's what's up, buddy. Val says that reminds me of a song in the movie based in Ireland. Yeah, it's very. What's the word? Gaelic? Gaelic. Was that? Is that like Irish or Had a little bit of that Viking old school. I don't know. It was wild though. It was fun. Juji was feeling it. Thank you. That's awesome. Enzo, appreciate that. Clement Forborn, thank you, buddy. Juji was like, wow, Rick. Thank you. AP in the house. What's up, brother? He said, love hearing and seeing that, man. Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. James felt it was a love story in the song. Indeed. Bert said, got us, bro. Got us. That's right. Don was feeling that. He said, that was cool. He was playing along, too. Awesome, man. Yeah, that was a nice one. Very chill. Very chill. A lot of great modulation. You could really kind of... I was trying to predict where things were going, in a lot of ways, and try and add some extras to go into the next part. It was pretty cool. Clement, bonjour, comment allez-vous? Mike had the candle out for that one, yes sir. Reference said it transported him to watching the sun over the mountains in Grenoble with his family. Really beautiful, Rick and Juji. Thank you, buddy. Oh, it's my pleasure, Juji. Like I said, it saves me a lot of time. I only have time to write one song, and I was trying to do 2 songs, a week, like an acoustic one and an electric one, and it was just getting too much. And sometimes I get lucky, and I can take the electric one and kill the drums and just have the orchestration, like tonight. But I like this too. This helps me out a lot, so it is very well appreciated. There you go, Clement. Laurel said, okay, Laurel, I got a Gaelic. Yeah, it's very that style. If I had to put a Celtic, there you go, Val, too. Yeah, Celtic. Very, very much in that vein, for sure. I got this one patch, like a choir patch called, I think it's Women of the North. And it's like that, it's like some Game of Thrones style singing or something. It's pretty cool. AP says, AP loves the House of RR. Not always here, but always love you, man. Much love to you, AP. It's always great to see you, dude. James said, he can hardly wait to hear your new Dragon song. I got to think of one, man. Maybe next week I'll try and write a song based upon the Dragons. It'll probably have to be pretty fire-breathing type of jam, so... We'll see what we can do. All right, Stardust calls it now. 15 minutes or no? Yes, 15 minutes, yes. So we got to play this one more song and chip the chat because we have a chicken tenders and mac and cheese for our late night dinner. All right, let me see what this is. All right, I got it. All right, we're gonna do Entangled, but this is the acoustic version. No drums, no electric guitars. So get ready for this. All right, that is all squared away, and we're gonna turn the guitar on, and we're gonna turn my mic off. And then we're gonna, after this, we're gonna say goodbyes, and then I'm gonna go eat. But stand by, here comes Entangled, the acoustic version. That's nice that you could really hear the orchestra on that one too. A lot better with without the drums and guitars and stuff. So, but that's that BBC plugins. That's pretty amazing. I might get it. I might get it. Cause that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. All right, a lot of comments there. Let's see. All right. Mass, I hate to say it, but I think I'm leaving early tonight. Take care, dudes. No problem, Mass Raccoon. Have a great night, buddy. Thank you, Mike. James says, as long as they're shredding, you know how we do, man. Juji says, wishing everyone a wonderful night. Take care. Absolutely, absolutely. James, most everyone in here loves some Judas Priest, brother. Enzo says, the nylon is wonderful. I got to get me a nylon or then a jazz guitar. I keep buying shred guitar. I feel you, buddy. Yeah, I bought a ton of electric guitars in the past. And then I saw a guitar player on Instagram playing one of these. And I thought it sounded amazing. And I studied classical guitar. And I haven't had a real good classical guitar in a long time. I was like, you know what? I got to get me one. And it's been worth it. It's been worth it. Don likes Judas Priest. That's right, brother. Thank you, Mike. There you go, reference. Appreciate that, my friend. Don said he played Painkiller today. He butchered the solo. That's a tough solo, man. People don't know that before that album came out and before they recorded it, Glenn and KK both took lessons from Paul Gilbert. It's kind of a trade-off. I'm not going to go into it in too much detail, but there was a kind of a trade-off, and Paul Gilbert showed Glenn and KK a whole bunch of stuff. Because they never played no arpeggios and craziness like that before the Painkiller album. There's some tough solos on there. Juji, you're welcome. Thank you for hanging with us, and I shall enjoy those nuggies. I can't wait. I could taste them already. James says Painkiller is his favorite. That's a good one, man. Not my favorite, but it's a great song. Enzo said, so all these are your originals. Yes, they are, yeah. That's all I do is write original songs. Judy said, I might just invest in a nylon. I would highly recommend it, but yeah, make sure it's like something like a really good quality one, because I have another one, Epiphone. The Epiphone one, it doesn't play as good as this one. I'm thinking about putting steel strings on that Epiphone one to see what that sounds like, just for laughs, just to try. Actually, I got the strings for the Ovation, and they're really nice. They're Diodario light strings, and they play really nice. But yeah, these nylons. This one plays like almost as buttery as like an electric guitar. It plays so well. But these ones are unfortunately very expensive. I want to try and talk to Godin themselves and see if they'll hook me up with another one. But yeah, all right. So I think we got it covered, everybody. Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. It's always wonderful on Saturday. Nice chill atmosphere. And we get to try a lot of different cool stuff. But as you know, we'll be back tomorrow night, Sunday at 9 for day 9 of Shredsgiving. And then Monday, I'm taking off. I'm taking a break on Monday. I'm ready to chill. Enzo says he's stringing up his Strandberg right now. Those are nice guitars. Our friend Tyler Shep has one, and the day I get to finally meet him in person, I'm going to play that thing. I want to check it out. Have a great night, Mike. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night at 9 as usual on the vertical style, getting the shreds on. And then, we'll see next week. We'll go back to normal next week. And I think, unfortunately, after that week, I'll be on call again. So we'll be doing our afternoon streams real soon again. But those are pretty cool, too. But, yeah, everyone, take care of each other. Have a great rest of your day or night wherever you're at in this world. Stay safe out there. Be good to each other and take care of each other, because that's all we got. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend here. And we shall see you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you next week. All right, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you then. Take care.